So I've made a handful of videos on my channel about this car. I always said when something bad happens, I'm going to make a video about that too. Most of the videos I've made are probably about 99% good. Well, this is bad, this one. Not only is it bad, it's like terrible. We're going to talk about the Tesla Service Center. I recently had a few notifications come up on my screen, and what it was the car went into turtle mode, which means reduce power and reduce speed, and then it would say it may fix on your next drive. And it kept saying that every time I get in. This problem may be resolved on your next drive, something like that. So I go on the app and I click service. That's how you get a hold of Tesla when something goes wrong. So they come on and they know when you click on service, they know exactly what those notifications were because it comes up on their computer screen as well. So I talked to the head office and they said, well, you got to get a hold of the service center, which I did. That is, it's about 1,000-kilometer or 600-mile round trip. Fly on the lens. So I made the appointment, and it was about 2 weeks out as soon as I could get the appointment date. I had to, me and the wife and the dog, we went down to the big city, actually a suburb of Vancouver, BC. It's Langley, BC, Langley Tesla Service Center, located on Langley Bypass, I believe. So that's where we'll start the video. This video, it's going to be a few videos probably because so much went wrong that I can't even fit it all in one video. Now, so the first thing, we get the car towed in. Yeah, towed. It didn't make it all the way there. And we ended up having to get it towed the last 117 kilometers. We get the car towed in there. It's almost closing time. And we had to ride in the tow truck, obviously, because the car wasn't running. So I get out of the tow truck. I go inside. I'm at the service desk talking to the service guy, and I said, where do you want us to put this car? In the meantime, while I'm doing this, two service guys go outside, and I guess they direct the tow truck driver where to go. One service guy jumps in the car and backs it down off of the tilt deck tow truck. Well, as he's backing it down off the tilt deck, there's rails on the deck. He scrapes both rims down the side of the rails, messing up two of the rims. That's problem number one, and that's not even one of the big problems. So, it gets unloaded. We go get our hotel room, do our thing, and the next day, I contacted them first thing in the morning just to kind of get an update on what was going on. And he says, yeah, it's your high voltage contactor. Okay, well, fix it. I got no choice. Just fix it, please. And okay, well, we'll call you later. And they give me the estimate and everything else, which drastically increased by the end of the bill, like usual, like any other place does. However, at the end of the day, they call me in, your car's ready, you can take it. I'm like, okay, great. I go in, and the service guy says, yeah, you've had a lot of problems here. He says, I feel for you. Okay. He says, however, he says, I should inform you that we accidentally broke the hatch stopper off, and we're unable to fix that. So we're going to give you a new stopper, and you can fix it. Okay, So the service center can't fix this stopper, but I can? Alright. Alright, so I go out to grab the car and I open up the hatch and I take a look. And yeah, there's no way I can fix this. So anyways, that's problem number one. Now we go to leave. And I pick up the wife at the hotel, we go to the charger, and the wife's walking around. She starts noticing a few other things. And it wasn't until I actually watched a YouTube video to see where this contactor was located. Now this contactor is kind of up underneath in the back. They have to take the back bumper off. And that is why they broke that stopper off. So in looking at the back bumper, the fact that it had been removed, we started noticing other things. And I'll show you the other things. The sound's going to change a bit because I'm doing a voiceover for some of this stuff.
Now, first thing, this chip. This is where the plastic bumper meets the body. And from the videos I've seen, it's common practice to mask off the body so that this doesn't happen. Apparently they didn't get the memo. Now, this is where the bumper meets the body on the other side of the car. Or, well, where the bumper's supposed to meet the body on the other side of the car. As you can see, it's not even snapped in.
Okay, so now we're at the point, we're back home. We've noticed, what we thought we noticed everything. The wife goes underneath the car, and she notices one of the bolts is kind of hanging out funny. So I climbed underneath and I gave it a shake. Well, the bolt is just dangling out of the bottom of the car. Ah, jeez. I take a closer look. There's 3 bolts down there. One of them is in.
Here's bolt number 1. It's kind of sort of in. Bolt number 2, I guess they didn't think it was necessary. Bolt number 3 makes a good rattle. And this is what they done to the rims.
Okay, so now the bumper's like half on. Is this car even safe to drive? What did they do underneath the bumper? If they've done this much damage that is visible, can I even trust it to drive down the road without it falling apart? What about that contactor? Did they put one bolt in it as well? I don't know. Well, the easiest thing to do is get a hold of Tesla, right? Anybody that has a Tesla knows. Pretty much impossible to talk to a human being when you're trying to get a hold of Tesla. It's all done through their app. So now I've contacted the service department. I've left messages with them. I contacted the head office, gave them the same story. They left private messages with the manager of the service department. And what have I heard so far on day 2 of being home? Crickets. I've heard nothing. I don't know if this thing's even safe to drive. This trip cost us like in the range of around $3,000 to go down there just to have them destroy the car. Now this is something I never say in my videos, but it would be cool if people could like and share this video. It's now another day. It's day 3 of trying to get a hold of Tesla every possible way. Still no response from them. When they do pick up the phone, they put you on hold and then they hang up. We've spent hours on the phone trying to get a hold of somebody. It's starting to look like the only way is to get a lawyer and get a hold of their legal department and take them to court, I guess. It's too bad. You spend a lot of money on these cars and there is absolutely no service. If I was smart, I would have checked the ratings of that service center, because all the comments in the ratings, it's not just me having this problem. It's anybody that has bad service there. There's absolutely no recourse whatsoever. If your car's falling apart after you leave there, you can just drive it falling apart, because you're not going to hear from them again. Now, I didn't even nearly cover all the different issues that we're having. It wouldn't all fit in one video, so I'm going to make multiple videos of the problems that I've been having with Tesla. Although it's the best driving car I've ever driven, it's a great car, except for these problems. These problems seem to be like mountains you can't climb over. They're insurpassable. So if you know anybody thinking about buying a Tesla, maybe they should watch this video, because it could very well happen to them as well. Thanks for watching.